Sagittarius, this week there is a calling, a deep inner urge for authenticity and truth. With the new moon in Libra, you are being asked to recalibrate your relationships, okay, especially the ones where balance feels off. It's about who is in your circle and, more importantly, who deserves to stay. I know, Sagittarius, you are always looking for freedom, but this week is not about running away. It's about finding that freedom in truth. And are you ready to embrace the changes that Scorpio season is ushering in, or will you cling on to comfort of what you know? So this is a time of transformation, one that will show you who you are beneath all the noise and all the distraction. The shift between Libra's air and Scorpio's water will force you to go deeper into your emotional core. So let's dive in and see what's changing for you this week and what has been revealed in your relationship, your career, and your personal world. Alright, so let's start off with astrological context first. So this week, we are working with big energies that are asking you to be raw and honest and deeply authentic. The new moon in Libra on 21st October is a turning point. It shines a light on balance, especially in the give and take of your relationships. You may feel a pull towards re-evaluating what you are giving versus what you are receiving. Are your connections built on authenticity, or are you simply keeping the peace? So this shift is not just about your partnerships, okay? With the sun entering Scorpio on the 23rd October, the focus will go from the intellectual and diplomatic to the deep, transformative, and emotional. So Scorpio demands truth and depth. And Sagittarius, you are going to be feeling those energies strongly. Alright, the Scorpio influence will bring you closer to the truth of what's beneath the surface. It is a time to ask yourself, are you ready to confront what's hidden, not just in the others, but in yourself? Alright, we have the Mercury Mars conjunction 20th October and the Sun square Pluto 24th October are creating the dynamic tensions here. So you might find yourself engaged in heated discussions or internal conflict over who's holding the power in your relationships. So Mars and Pluto push for transformation, and that can really feel intense for you, but also incredibly empowering if you allow yourself to go through the process with honesty. And Sagittarius, love and relationship are going through a big reset this week. So the new moon in Libra is asking you to take a hard look at what you truly need in your connections. So Libra is about partnerships, as we know, and this moon will highlight where your relationships feel out of balance. Are you feeling seen, or are you giving more than you are receiving? Okay, it's time to recalibrate. So Venus in Libra has been about diplomacy and peacemaking. But now, as the Scorpio season begins, things will start to shift. Mars conjunct Mercury creates a potent mix of heat and sharp words, and this could lead to some intense conversations in your relationships. And with Mars in Scorpio, you may feel a need to assert yourself more than usual. So don't hold back, but be very careful with your delivery. The truth is powerful, but it is very important to express in a way that doesn't damage the emotional bond that you are working on healing. So this is also a week to address unspoken tensions as well. Think of that moment that you bit your tongue last week. That's the Mercury Pluto square connection. So you may find yourself holding back because you're afraid of rocking the boat or hurting someone else's feeling. But here's the thing here, Sagittarius. Silence speaks volume. What you don't say this week says more about what you truly value than the words you choose to keep hidden. So this week is about honesty, authenticity, and learning how to express yourself fully and openly as well. So take a step back and ask, are you loving from need or from a choice? Is your love for someone based on attachment or based on a mutual understanding here? So this week you are being called to choose love that's grounded in truth and not just comfort alone. So now, Sagittarius, as we have gone through earlier on, this is going to be a hard week full of emotional and also heated words, sharp words, right? So if you need a personal decode, you can come and DM me. I do numerology reading and do tarot readings as well, and also astrological reading. And I'm Lee, and this is Insights by Lee, my channel. So if you have not been following me, please hit the subscribe button and follow me and give a like, okay? And so that you will not miss out my next content. All right, let's carry on. Okay, now let's talk about career and purpose. So with so many heavy planetary aspects at play this week, you might feel like you are being put in so many multiple directions. The Mercury Mars conjunction at the beginning of the week is putting you a spotlight on your communication, especially regarding your career ambitions. So you may feel mentally fired up, ready to push forward with ideas, with plans, or even proposals, but also a bit of a mental hit in the process. So Mars in Scorpio adds a layer of intensity here and a focused energy that you could, push you to make a defensive action in your work. But be cautious, okay? Don't get too ahead of yourself. While it feels easy to be, feel motivated, this week's Sun square Pluto aspect warns of potential power struggles in your workplace. There may be an ego clashes or even a feeling that you are not in full control of your career trajectory. But don't let that hold you back, Sagittarius. Clarity is what you need to find here. So this is a turning point. With the Scorpio season arriving, there's a deep need to focus on what truly matters in your career. So beyond just the surface goals and achievement, are you working on something that resonates with your true purpose? Or are you just staying in situations out of comfort? So with the Mercury trining Jupiter and Saturn later in the week, you will have the green light for making some serious strategic decisions here. But you will need to be focused and intentional with your moves, I would say. It is time to commit to a long-term version or vision that you are passionate about, okay? So the bottom line here is your career this week needs to feel like it's moving towards something big. Okay, something that's aligned with your core values and growth. So the Scorpio energy is asking you to redefine what success actually means for you and to step into your power in ways that makes you feel proud. All right, and when it comes to emotional well-being this week, Sagittarius, you are in a vulnerable place here. So with the Neptune retrograde in Pisces, your intuition amplifies, okay? But you may also feel more sensitive or tired as the week progresses. Okay, this retrograde is pulling you into a place of emotional reflection. What is it that you truly believed? Are you still holding on to illusions about certain situations or people or even yourself? Okay, so this new moon in Libra asks you to reset your emotional boundaries. There is a deep need for recalibration in your life, Sagittarius. It is time to reflect on relationships where you have been people-pleasing or where you have given too much of yourself without receiving the same energy in return. So this is also a week to clear the emotion clutter, I would say. As Neptune retrograde back into Pisces, this is the perfect time to connect with your inner self, to meditate, to journal, or even to take a break from social obligations. You have been absorbing a lot and too much of emotional energy from those around you. And it is extremely important to find your own emotional clarity. So when you feel overwhelmed or drained, please take a step back, okay? Remember that it's okay to pause or, to relax a bit, to enjoy the in-the-moment time and gather your energy, okay? So the new moon offers you a chance to set intention. What emotions are you willing to release this week? What do you need to let go in order to step into your next chapter with confidence and clarity? So think of this question and try to, reflect back. Don't give yourself too much pressure as well, Sagittarius. So next we will be covering challenges and shadow team. So this week there is a shadow team that needs to be addressed, which is control. Okay, you might find yourself feeling like you need to control the situations, especially in the Sun square Pluto, that creates power dynamics that stir up your need for control in relationships and in work. But remember, Sagittarius, control is not power, okay? Control is not power. Clarity is. So look at the area where you have been holding on to old patterns out of fear and ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I let go of control? Are you clinging on to things that don't serve your higher self just because they are familiar? This is a week to reflect deeply on how you need to control is blocking your career and your growth, particularly in your relationship and your career as well. So you can choose to let go of this tension, but it is going to take bravery and trust in yourself. So be mindful of the power struggles here. And if you feel the urge to force situations, do take a moment, okay? Step back. Try to practice this. If you feel that there's an urge or you feel that this thing is going to have an outburst, take a step back or take like 10 deep breaths, okay, to find the clarity back. Okay, this week is all about surrendering to the flow of life, to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to be. Okay, so next we will be looking at opportunities and also timing windows as well. So now take a look at the power days. So with Mercury trines Jupiter, we have the first date, the 24th October. You will have the perfect timing for strategic conversations or even business pitches, or even contracts and stuff. So your ideas will flow in very smoothly, and you will have the ability to communicate with confidence and clarity. So this is a time, okay, to pitch your plans or negotiate on methods that require strong mental clarity here. All right, and the next date, right, the next green light date would be October 25th, okay, which brings a serious force when Mercury trines Saturn. So giving you a moment of solidifying agreements or plans that you have that will have lasting impact, I would say. So whether is it a project, a partnership, or even a personal commitment here, you will have the focus and the precision needed to make things stick and make things work. And you have the clarity by then. So don't waste this time, okay? Seize these 2 dates and take full advantage of this transit to take action on your long-term goals, Sagittarius. And okay, so Sagittarius, this week is all about embracing transformation, right? And as you face the challenges of power dynamics and emotional truth here, remember, okay, to focus on what truly matters. So don't be afraid to confront the things that need to be released in order for you to grow. Use this power of clarity to help guide you through this week. Okay, remember to let go of control and embrace the truth here and build foundations that aligned with your deepest value. All right, and Sagittarius, I know that this is going to be a tough week for you. Please hang on, okay? And remember, take a step back when you have the urge to, blurt out things or say nasty stuff. Take 10 deep breaths, take a step back, cool off first, okay? And if you need any help with navigating this shift, I'm actually all here to help. I do one-on-one readings as well. It can be a numerology reading, a tarot reading, or even an astrological reading. So DM me if you need to decode your personal chart or, personal reading. And I will dive deep in with you. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more insights every week, I will hope. And let's keep this journey together. All right, Sagittarius, and thank you for joining me this week. Take care of yourself and remember, the truth is powerful and it's your time to shine. Okay, take care and I'll enjoy your week. All right, and take care. I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.